Good good day. My name is Patrick Lewison, and this is my video documentary for Literacy Strategies 436, EDU 436. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and begin to share my screen so we can delve into the documentary. Okay, as I've mentioned, my name is Patrick Lewison, and this is my video documentary. So basically, as an intro, I had the opportunity, I had the privilege of facilitating two lessons at LW Young at the seventh grade. These lessons were centered around the topics of school subjects and school supplies. Each incorporated two low-key literacy strategies. The first lesson involved the use of mnemonic devices and collaborative learning strategy, while the second lesson incorporated semantic mapping using the Freya model. In this documentary, I will take you through these lessons and demonstrate how these literacy strategies can help and did, in fact, help engage students. It helped them retain information more effectively. The ultimate goal of this documentary is to showcase the power of incorporating literacy strategies in the classrooms to enhance student learning outcomes. So first up, we're going to look at the first video that showcases, that features the mnemonic devices. Um, so we're gonna watch the first video, the first and second video of the first lesson, and then I'm gonna go into the objectives for this lesson. Yeah, so here we go.
So, you're gonna move right along me and get it. We're gonna learn something called mnemonic strategies. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this. Rings a bell? Yeah? You wanna give us a, someone said, yeah? Yeah? Tell us what you know about mnemonic strategies. Any idea? You forget. Alright. Any takers? Mnemonic strategies. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, all right. I give you that. So mnemonic strategies are designed to help students improve their memory. Okay. For example, you don't have to write it down, but for example, like in I don't know if you guys have done passé composés yet. No? You haven't done the past tense? Or if you can think of another class, right? And you have a bunch of words to remember, or you have a concept or an idea to remember, and your teacher creates an acronym to help you remember it. Yeah. Never seen nothing like that?
Yeah, like Alkazi grass.
Yeah, what does that mean? What Alkazi grass stands for?
That stands for the lines. I mean the spaces in the prison.
Very good, very good. Think of the next one. Mnemonic strategies.
Face.
Face. What does face mean?
That is the spaces.
Spaces. Okay, so today we're going to learn some mnemonic strategies about some French, right? French subjects. Okay? So I'm going to give you a list, vocabulary list of subjects. We're going to go through these, and then after we're going to learn some mnemonic strategies. Okay, so we're going to go through the list quickly. All right, so first on the list. So I'm going to say the word, and you're going to repeat it after me. Okay? I'll say it twice, and you repeat it once. Got it? Yep, clear? All right. L'anglais.
L'anglais.
Twice, and you repeat it. L'anglais. Let's try it again. L'anglais. Okay. Les français. Le dessin. Or in French, we'd say la. Okay? La. La. Okay? L'histoire. La géographie. Sorry. This is a tough one. La géographie. La géographie. Les maths. Les maths. Or les mathématiques. Les mathématiques. La musique. La musique. Les sciences. Les sciences. L'informatique. L'informatique. La chimie. La chimie. Okay, so this one we have les sports, but or we could say l'éducation physique. L'éducation physique. Let's try it again. L'éducation physique. Okay. So next ones you might know. Les études religieuses. Les études religieuses. Let's try it again. Les études. Études. Religieux. Religieux. Okay. L'agriculture. Very good. All right. And then this is the next one. Menuiserie. What is this? Woodwork, or another word, well, it's carpentry, they say charpentry, right? So, do you guys have woodwork at L?
Technical drawing, that's technical drawing.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, let's try that. Le menuiserie. Le menuiserie. Okay. Cosmetology. Cosmetology. Do you love cosmetology?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
That's anyone you guys in?
Me?
Yeah.
I was in it.
Someone wanna explain what cosmetology is to you? Huh? Yeah. Is it just cooking?
It's also sewing.
Sewing.
Cooking and sewing. And learning how to be a housewife.
Okay, when I was in high school, cosmetology was like hair and nails and beauty. Y'all, they got y'all doing some other stuff. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay, last one. Cours de cuisine. Cours de cuisine. So that'd be cooking, or what you call family and consumer science, where you like sewing and cooking and stuff. Okay, so that's a lot of different subjects, and you might have difficulty remembering all these different subjects. So, what do? We use the mnemonic strategies. We come up with a mnemonic strategy to remember them. So the first one is les bases. Les bases. So les bases is la biologie, la géographie, and la sociologie. Okay, so you guys don't have, y'all have social studies, but y'all don't have sociology. Sociology would probably be a subject you'd encounter at university.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like the study of societies, civilizations and people. Okay, so check this one out. Next one. La salade. Salade.
Salad.
So salad is science. No, but so let me explain. That's not what the word means. These are just mnemonic. Thank you. These are mnemonic strategies you could use to help you remember. Okay, so if you don't remember subjects, right, you could come up with a mnemonic strategy. Hello. Go sleep in. Alright? And it'll help you remember. It'll help you remember the vocabulary. So this is another one. Salad. So the S stands for science. La. Long. What is long?
Language.
Yes, language. So in French, okay, quiet, pay attention. So in English you say modern languages, right? Modern languages, but in French they say langue vivante, like living languages. Okay? So langue vivante, l'histoire, géographie, éducation physique. So salad would be a mnemonic strategy to remember that. Okay? Then next we have les 5H, the 5 H's. Okay?
That makes sense.
5 H's to help you remember the subjects in French. So, first H is what? Histoire. Then they have l'histoire d'art, so history of art. You don't really have all these subjects in the Bahamas. In France, they have them in high school, but here you guys just have history or social studies or whatever. So they have histoire, histoire d'art, histoire de civilisation, so history of civilizations, histoire des idées, so history of ideas, histoire des religions, history of religions. Okay, so for all the religion, all the history related topics. Any other topics y'all think y'all might be interested in?
Yeah.
Yeah? No?
History of art.
History of art?
Yeah,
Art? Okay. You're not concerned about anything else? Okay. Alright. Okay, moving along. Then we have les 3P. So 3 P's. Okay? 3 P's. Physique. So physics. Philosophy. What is this?
Philosophy.
Philosophy, very good. Psychologie. What word does that look like in English? Psychology. Psychology. Okay. For subjects that start with P in French. Alright, then the next one we have MISO. MISO, mathématiques, éducation physique, sportive, sciences de vie, de terre. So that's the next subject they do in France, which I don't do here. And then they have for all the middle high schools in France. Alright? Okay, so what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna give you a handout, right? A little activity.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Fun stuff. I want you. We're gonna be working in pairs. Yes. Collaboration. Right? Collaboration. I want you to work together. And I want you to do these things. Okay, we're gonna be working in pairs. First activity we're gonna do, we're gonna answer these questions. I'm gonna explain how we're gonna do this. And then I want you and your groups to come up with your own mnemonic strategy. What strategy you could use? You probably can think of.
Okay. We're gonna move on to the second part of that lesson, which included the use of collaborative learning strategy. And after, I'll delve into the objectives and how they were accomplished and what it looked like.
Fun stuff. I want you. We're gonna be working in pairs. Yes, collaboration. Right? Collaboration. I want you to work together. And I want you to do these things. Okay, we're gonna be working in pairs. First activity we're gonna do, we're gonna answer these questions. I'm gonna explain how we're gonna do this. And then I want you and your groups to come up with your own mnemonic strategy. What strategy you could use? You probably could think of, I don't know, rats. And the R could mean, I don't know, religious studies. The A could be art or agriculture, technical drawings. The S could be science. So I want you in your groups, science, You could think of, it don't have to be rats. It can be something else. Okay? It could be hair. Or it could be girl. Or it could be,
Me.
huh?
Me.
Pig?
Me.
Me? I don't know. You must create your own mnemonic strategy in your head. Okay? Alright, so but before we get there, I want us to look at this activity. So, I'm gonna hand it out to you. I don't want you to get distracted. That's why I want you to pay attention. So, on the papers, you have these images, right? These pictures. And then you have, above it, you have the subjects, right? So what you're doing simply is taking the subject that corresponds with the image and putting it next to it, okay? All right, should be easy. Should be easy, right? So I want you, yeah, everybody should get A's, 100%, right? Shouldn't take you very long in pairs, okay? So number 9 is completed for you. You have E equal MC squared.
Math? That's mathematics.
Is it? Y'all sure?
Wait, that sounds like science.
E, you never heard of E equal MC squared?
Let me see.
Education.
That's black.
Y'all know what Albert Einstein?
Yeah.
Huh? Algebra. So that's physics, right? So number 9 was done for you, and you have to do the rest. Okay? So I'm gonna hand out the papers. Wake up. You didn't sleep last night? No? Ooh, what? Let me know. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened? Why your head hurt? It hurt? Nothing. Alright, so I'm gonna come up with these papers. Okay, so they're on both sides. You can work take No, don't cut them up. What you could do is put these in your books though. Yes, you do. There's several of them.
I feel cold.
Couple of you. See? Button paper. You have one more side. Oh, sorry. Hold on. It's 2 sheets, but I'm gonna give you the first set right here.
We have to learn how to picture it to keep them.
Yes, you have to figure out which of the subjects correspond.
I don't know what that is.
Remember, written your pairs. It's 5 of you, so 3 on one side, and then 2.
So that means we shall help each other?
You help your partner. Yes.
I know what
The
number
last
6
one.
is.
Oh.
I know what that is.
I did.
Yeah, I know what that is. I know what that is.
You sleep during the break, okay? Need you to work with your
I
partner.
know what that is. All that. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What do you do for you? Okay. I'm right.
Okay. On the first image, right? Someone having difficulty with them. The first image, you have this lady standing in front of this monument. This place look familiar to you guys? No? Never saw it before?
I know what it is.
You know what it is? Where is it? Where's this place?
China?
It's in France.
Hallelujah.
That's all I like to say.
Set it out there.
Look at the list that you have in front of you. Which one of the words, the subjects in French, correspond with that picture? If that is in France, then that means it's probably, I don't know. What's the subject? What's the subject?
That's about it.
I'll give you 5 minutes to do this.
5
minutes?
Yeah, that's a long time, right?
No.
Too long.
Well, that's not. I got a tree.
I can't.
Oh, you know, I'll say that.
Okay. I don't care to got me.
Hmm? talking, it might happen. You probably don't want to speak that. Yes? What's this place?
This.
Yeah, very old. It's a car. Help him out. No? Oh, this is a museum today, but hey. Partners. Questions.
That's one for.
These are your subjects in French, right? These are pictures. Which, look at the pictures and see what subject go next to them. Okay, what subject go next to them? They do number 9, we did number 9 already. Where you use that? What class you choose that? Give you all 2 more minutes.
Number 8. Yep.
Okay, flag of one.
Well, Dashi, you
Okay. So in the first 2 lessons, we saw the use, in the first lesson, sorry, we saw the use of the mnemonic strategy and the collaborative learning. I just want to spend some time and talk about the objectives for that lesson. So in that particular lesson, students were were supposed to be able to identify and pronounce French names for core and optional subjects. They were also supposed to be able to create mnemonic devices to remember French subjects. And then thirdly, they were supposed to be able to collaborate in small groups to create visual aids for vocabulary retention. With the use of the mnemonic strategy, I found that it aids, it served as a great memory aid, as it employed the use of acronyms and visual imagery to help students remember information. And I thought that this approach was very helpful, especially for struggling readers in the class who had difficulty returning information or remembering key concepts. As far as the collaborating strategy is concerned, I think that working together with others improved their literacy skills. And I think it was particularly effective because they were able to discuss and ask questions, share their insights with each other, and develop reading and kind of hone on their skills. And so we're going to move into the second lesson. And this lesson, the second lesson, the objective for this was for students to be able to identify and pronounce French names for school supplies, using the Freya model and the semantic mapping strategy. Secondly, create visual representations of new vocabulary using the Freya model and the semantic. And then thirdly, complete the worksheet in school. So the first lesson had to do with school supplies, and the second one, sorry, school subjects, and the second one was rather school supplies. So here we go.
Okay, so to help us to remember these vocabulary words, we're going to look at a graphic organizer called the Freya model, right? So what is the Freya model? So basically, it helps you to learn and understand new vocabulary words. So what you do, it's like a square, right? It's a square and it has 4 big squares. It has 4 squares within the square. So you take the word, put it in the middle. Let's say, let's try one for an example. Give me a word, any word. Can?
Scissors.
Cat?
Yeah.
Okay. Comment on dit cat en français?
Chat.
Chat. D'accord. Chat. Cat. All right. What is the definition of a cat? It's an animal. Okay.
Okay. Small and adorable.
Okay. Quiet. Small. Okay. Cute. All right. Okay. Depends on if you like cats or not. Okay, give me an example. Donne-moi un exemple d'un chat.
A tabby.
A what?
A
A what? Tabby kitten, okay. Tabby kitten. Okay. Lions and tigers count as cats, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Lion, tigers, so they're big cats.
They're big
Right?
cats.
Big cats. What is a known example of a cat?
A
Gorilla
dog.
lizard.
Okay, what are characteristics of cats?
They
They have 9 lives? Not really. They're lazy?
Yeah.
Comment on dit lazy en français? Lazy. How do you say lazy en français? Vermin. Paresseux. Right? Or if you're a female, paresseuse. Okay, so they're lazy.
They scared of water.
We can say they have tails.
They scared of water.
They have nails. Characteristics. What do cats do? Okay, so that's an example of a Freya model, okay? And you can use this. Vous pouvez utiliser ça dans n'importe quoi. So you can use this in any class, okay? Especially with French. Alright, so we're talking about classroom items. Objet de classe. So what are some examples of classroom items?
A book.
What? Some livre, stylo,
Ring.
règle. Okay. Crayon, okay. D'accord. What are non-examples? What aren't considered classroom items?
Gel.
Gel. Yes. Gel. Form. Deodorant.
Lip gloss.
Okay. All those other stuff you're talking about. Okay, what is the definition of a classroom item?
Sometimes you use the glass.
Okay.
You got a
Who is in the classroom?
A desk.
D'accord. Alright. Characteristics.
They're not characteristics.
What do you mean?
You write me them.
Okay, yes, you can use them. Same thing, you can use them in the classroom. You need them for school. Okay. So, we see how to use. So, what I want you to do is we're going to, in groups, create your, I'm going to give you sheets of paper. And you are going to create your own Freya model, okay? With the French vocabulary of classroom items. D'accord? You understand? Okay. So you can work in twos to do this. Okay. First I'll give 2 of you 1. You need to come right here.
Okay. So that was the use of the Freya model. And then we're going to go into the semantic mapping strategy. Here we go.
Okay. So the next, we're going to use another strategy to help us remember these vocabulary words. This one is called semantic mapping. All right? Y'all familiar? This is a meme. Y'all familiar with that?
Yes.
No? It's the conspiracy theory meme. So he has Mona Lisa, very good, which is a painting, a very famous painting that's in the Louvre. Where's the Louvre?
Excuse me.
France. It's a place.
It's France. Where? What is it? A mall. It begins with M. Yeah, it's a museum. It's a museum. All right, you can do next then. All right, so it's a museum. All right, so he's a conspiracy theorist and he's doing this thing, right? So if you look at it, he has like lines drawn. Right? right? That's what I'm trying to say. Right. But so the strategy, we use the strategy to kind of help us develop a deeper understanding of the words and the relationship between them. So we're going to look at examples of a semantic map. So you have bees here, right? Vous pouvez utiliser n'importe bon. So you can use whatever word, right? So you have bees here, right? How do you say bees in French? Comment on dit bees? Bees. For next list. Abeille. It's abeille, yes. Say what? Before, but it's there now. Yeah, someone stole it a long time ago. All right. Anyways, guys, let me get your attention. Listen, so you have bees in the center, right? And then you have all the stuff associated with bees to kind of help you remember. So you have wings, right? It gathers nectar. It's small, right? It's an insect.
It's annoying.
Right? Queen lays eggs. Alright? Okay, it gathers pollen. It has 3 body parts. A stinger. It makes honey. Okay? So we're gonna try one. Okay. Give me a word.
Dog.
A dog. Okay. Come on, dit dog en français. Chien. Give me some words. It's different from the Freya model. It's not the same, okay? You're not given non-examples and definitions and stuff. You just using different words to help you remember. 4 legs. What else? Tail. What else? Sometimes they have ticks. Cats get have ticks too. Huh? What a big body part. Something else about a dog. Somebody. Bark. Okay. Something else. Dogs. What do dogs do? Y'all don't know nothing about dogs. Huh? Loyal. Okay, man's best friend. That's a good one. Last one.
They don't bite a lot.
They like to play.
Yes, it depends. They don't all be dangerous.
They're very playful.
Playful. What else? Huh? Not all of them. Alright. One more. Give me something. One more. Something about a dog. Cute. Okay. So, guys, I want you. I'm gonna hand out a piece of. I'm gonna hand out a handout, and I want you to create your own semantic map. Okay? Same thing. Using a vocabulary to kind of help you remember. Do this in French, please. Okay? Not Chinese, not Spanish. Alright? D'accord? Okay. It's time. From the list. Alright. We are choosing a word. Where the word go? What's in here? Example. No, words from the list. From the list. Okay, we're talking about classroom items. So use the word from the list. But in the future, you could use words, other words, if you're doing another vocabulary list. So play on. Give me some things about a pencil.
Right. Sticky.
Use the right.
Sticky.
About a pencil. Huh?
They have a race.
Right, draw, okay. What else?
They have races at the bottom.
Do we eat it?
Okay, they usually include erasers.
You could sharpen it.
Okay. You can use a sharpener. What else?
You could put it in main answer.
Pencil. Who uses pencils? Used by students.
Primary school. Primary students.
Artists. Used by artists. Okay, so that's what you're doing. Anybody still lost?
Try to write clear, right?
Okay, coming to you. Yes.
Right. Put it in the,
So you choose a word.
Okay. So as far as the relevancy of these strategies are concerned, so while these strategies were initially developed for the use of language art classes, I think that they have proven to be efficient and effective tools for helping students understand content area material as well. However, I have to concede in saying that fitting these strategies into the content area of languages, particularly Spanish and French, can present a challenge. I think I had a bit of issues with these. Um, as a language teacher, I struggle with incorporating these literary strategies in my lesson while still maintaining a focus on grammar, vocabulary, and cultural competency. However, I have found that these strategies have been immensely helpful to students and has aided them in comprehending the material. By using strategies such as the Freya model and association activities, students were able to make associations with vocabulary and imagery, which kind of help cement the vocabulary in their memories. In particular, the Freya model. I think it was an effective tool for helping students understand complex vocabulary words as it helped them break down the word into its definition, examples, non-examples, visual representations. Students were able to gain a deeper understanding of the word's meaning and usage. And while they were challenging, I found that, they were worth the while. By using these strategies, students were better able to understand the content. Um, Implications for literacy strategies. So I think that the employing literacy strategies such as Freya models and semantic mapping, mnemonic devices, and collaborative learning in my lessons were significant. The Freya model provided visual representation for vocabulary words in structured format, allowing students to see the word in its context. I think the semantic mapping was another effective strategy to help students to make connections between concepts and ideas, which was particularly useful in content areas such as language learning. Collaborative learning was also important as it was employed in my class and allow students to work together to solve problems, share ideas, their knowledge, build social and cognitive skills. Um, Incorporating mnemonic devices also enhance the retention of information in students and long-term memory. Um, I think basically the information suggests that literacy instruction should be integrated into content area instruction rather than being viewed as a separate entity. My recommendations For principals, I would recommend and suggest that they provide professional development opportunities for content area teachers to learn about the implementation of literacy strategies in their classrooms. I think they can also support the integration into all subject areas by allocating time and resources. I think this is very important for teachers, collaboration and development in the interdisciplinary literacy projects. I think that content area teachers should be encouraged to incorporate more of these varieties of literacy strategies in their classrooms. Um, I think the Ministry of Education can support um, by providing guidance and resources to teachers as well, whether it be via curriculum frameworks across subject areas, funding professional development for teachers um, of literacy materials. I think the School of Education, as they're doing the work they're already doing with Dr. Swan and Dr. Butler, can prepare more pre-service teachers with the knowledge of skills necessary to integrate instruction into their content area teaching. Conclusion, I think that literacy strategies are important tools for content area teachers in the secondary school. As a prospective teacher, I've learned that employing various literacy strategies such as the Freire model, semantic mapping, collaborative learning, and mnemonic can significantly enhance students' understanding and retention of content area material. I think to ensure effective literacy instructions in content areas is important for principals and content area teachers, the Ministry of Education, the School of Education to collaborate and provide adequate training and resources for teachers to implement these strategies. So there you have it. There is my video presentation, documentary. Mm.